super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Flying Nimbus!
You found a power key. Go slot it. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. Great. You know what to do with that key.
Flying Nimbus!
Where is this guy?
Welcome.
Someone! You're my savior! Gotta get the hell out of here!
Welcome. Thank you.
Give me a freaking break.
I should be safe.
Flying Nimbus!
No! Oh no, where'd you go?
Got to find a ski cube.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. Great! You know what to do with that key. An ally needs your help. You don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Thank
This
you
is
very
bad.
much.
Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
I'm scared. Thank you so much.
Flying Nimbus!
Guy might be getting body count.
You're a big help! Holy hell!
Yeah, no one saved that person.
Flying Nimbus!
I'm going to beat you to a pulp! Come out! Come out so I can kill you! A super transfer is headed your way. Take it now!
Oh, you destroyed E, so that's good. If you can't find that guy. need to set him at ease.
Flying Nimbus!
I will not let you do this! I will not! I will not! I will not! Ooh!
Don't come this way, my guy. What an idiot.
Yes!
I'll get another one out right away. Kick on.
Really.
I sent another super trans here. Take it and survive this.
I think I could have done it.
Don't look so scared! I'll finish you off soon enough!
Fighting the Raider best mid is to move away from the keys on the right team.
Tell me, do you like coffee? Let's do this! You have 5 seconds.
See what happens.
Serves you right, you fools.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Get there now.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. You imbecile! Watch yourself!
I'll send some supplies to help. They could use them.
This is bad! Somebody's down! Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them. You're lucky I'm so merciful. I shall give you one chance.
That's not even shiny.
Over here, bastard! Try me! Close.
That's what I used to do a lot more damage.
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can. Retreat if you need to. Got it?
I don't know what these guys are doing.
The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so
tread carefully if you want to get closer.
Trying.
The startup system's destroyed. The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue light.
Some surprise.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Wipe that smirk from your face. You have 5 seconds.
I owe you.
Somebody's down! Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
I owe you.
Change! Serves you right, you fool.
45 seconds left. Why these guys just gonna leave?
You have 5 seconds. Wipe that smirk from your face.
I've sent the escape time machine. Use it to get out of there.
Uh-oh.
Now all who have challenged my greatness have fallen! To commemorate my newfound dominance, I'll destroy this planet!
And you stalemated with Granola when you did. You've reached the end of the road. Now do yourself a favor and hold still. This will only take a second, Granola says. It's time to permanently turn your lights off for good. You've served your purpose, Son Goku. It's over. You have only but yourself to blame for this. Now then, don't move. As with Granola now being shown having to position his hand in that of a gun, Granola was looking to end it all by literally blowing Goku's head off until, out of nowhere, Goku had immediately gone to teleport out of the way and now ending up behind Granola. As with Granola now beginning to sense a different presence coming from Goku, that's when Granola went on to respond by telling him,
This
"And
manga is
there
called
it
Beyond
is.
Dragon Ball
I
Super,
knew
the
you
entire
were
story of the
hiding
top
this
5
from
strongest
me."
warriors
Well, that was
in
a
the
close
multiverse.
call, Whis went on to say to
YouTuber
himself.
is
But
Unreal
let's
Endgame.
see how far he will go now that he's using Ultra Instinct as a response. This fusion won't be easy to take down, but I wonder if Goku can pull off a miracle here. I was waiting to see if you had what it takes to use this power again, Granola says. This is what I wanted to see from you. I'm going to enjoy this very much, Son Goku. Interesting, Whis went on to point out, Goku seems to have aligned his Saiyan instincts with the calm demeanor of Ultra Instinct, except he's having a hard time merging them into one. He will need to successfully be able to pull that off the right way if he hopes to be one with both powers at the same time. To master Ultra Instinct is to also merge it into who you are by nature, Whis adds. To where as mastered Ultra Instinct Goku was shown having to avoid each and every single one of Granola's strikes, Whis then went on to continue, he seems to be doing well out there and certainly does appear to have the edge, but if his heart isn't into winning the battle along with keeping his mind focused on his opponent at all times, then he will likely slip up and lose his edge, as with Granola shown having to fire a blast with Goku being shown having to move out of the way. In an act of frustration, as he was now beginning to get annoyed, Granola from there went on to ask Goku, "Is that all you're going to be doing, Son Goku? So you expect to beat me by running away?" With Goku responding, "Actually, I was just waiting for you to make a mistake before I went and made my move." As with Goku now being shown punching Granola in the face, as he from there had attempted in doing so again with Granola having to catch his punch, that's when the Fusion went on to tell him, "Sneaky, are you? Well, guess what? You aren't the only one who is waiting and watching for you to make a mistake." As it was only during this initial moment, as Granola was shown punching Goku in the face, all of a sudden, very faintly, there was something very unique and transparent that all of a sudden had appeared around Goku's neck, as Whis even went on to notice by asking, "Hold on, what was that just now?" "But that can't be right," Whis went on to add. "It is far too early for that to be true, unless he is right there simply knocking on the front door of the Angels, worrying that he may not be able to get in." As with Ultra Instinct Goku then shown having to punch Granola in the face, with Granola shown having to wipe his mouth by responding, "That's what I'd like to see, and you're a lot stronger than I remembered too. This ought to be good then. Let's resume," Granola says. "You and I are far from done." "I'm almost certain of it now," Whis went on to add, "but there is so much more that Goku needs to do before he is truly ready." "I wonder, didn't Goku at one point have a tail?" Whis went on to ask. "A Saiyan's tail holds more potential than they assume it did." Nevertheless, Goku's without question improved in many areas that he was lacking in before, such as stamina and ambition, but what about what makes him who he is? The pride of the warrior race that courses through his blood. It's there, but he doesn't use it. Perhaps this could be a field for us to dive in once this is over, Whis says. That's of course if he can survive. If Budo is able to learn more about Goku's history, then he will surely use it all against him in battle, which is why fighting this fusion warrior is a great way for him to get better adjusted. As all a while in the meantime, as this was happening back within Zuno's palace, we only then see how a terrifying Zuno seems to be confronted by both Frieza and Cooler, as Zuno went on to plead with them by responding, "Please, you don't have to do this. I don't have what you're looking for. Please stop killing. I don't." "You do know that lying to us is punishable by death, don't you?" Frieza went on to respond. "Or do you not get the memo when we killed your precious students just moments ago? This would be a whole lot easier if you were just to tell us where the cube is." As Zuno responds, "Please, I don't know where this cube you are seeking is located. Please stop. We'll stop once we get what we came here for, you fool," Cooler went on to shout. As through the act of having to impale one of his students through the chest, Cooler then went on to continue, "There aren't many of them left, so you better start talking or you'll be next. What do you say, Zuno? Should I tear this one's head off next? You still have time to change things, you know. Tell us where the cube is or you will die," Cooler went on to shout. "This is your last chance." Okay, Zuno responds. "Just please, don't hurt them. I beg you, just come with me and I will bring you to the cube that you are looking for. But please, take it and leave once you do." "We'll consider it," Cooler says. "Now move it." "Hurry up and get moving," Cooler shouts. "We don't have all day and you're starting to really anger me with how slow you're walking." There it is," Zuno went on to point out. "The universe traveling cube that you are looking for is right there," he points. As we finally then see how in fact Frieza and Cooler had finally now found exactly what they had been looking for, it was only then after having to finally now see the cube where Frieza went on to respond, "There we are. How wonderful. Just look at it, Cooler. Just the thing we've been looking for. You would have been able to save yourself so much more time, Zuno. And, of course, more men. Are you sure your men are right about this?" Cooler went on to ask. "Well, if they weren't, then they'd be dead," Frieza responds. "This is it. And now we can go and make our next move. This object will be just what we need to cross over into other universes and pay them a little friendly visit." Nevertheless, our plans continue to go just as we've foreseen. Amazing, isn't it? "Let's just take it and go," Cooler responds. "You have the coordinates jotted down, don't you? It's better if we go now before we draw any more attention to us, Frieza. We can't waste time." "Indeed," Frieza responds. "Let's go pay our first universe a little friendly visit then. It's been a very long time since I've seen his face. Let's go and see how he's doing. With the newly fierce fusion being shown striking Goku, with Goku having to luckily grab onto his arm, it was only then during this moment where Goku went on to address the fusion by telling them, "You're extremely good, and I wouldn't expect anything less coming from a fusion like yours, but I can't let this be the limit of my power.
How you doing?
Won't outlast me, and even if you try, I'll be right there
Right
to
now we have
meet
7 out of
you."
8 players just
What
needing
the
more.
Dranola shouts, as with Goku then being shown having to lunge Dranola forward and throwing him out into the distance. With Whis further examining the entirety of this battle, Whis from that point on went on to chime in by responding, "There it is again, so my suspicions were indeed true. I never thought I would ever come to see the day where, wait a second," Whis says, "that energy," as it would only appear as though something had gone in getting Whis' attention during the course of this battle. As even Goku now himself had gone to realize this, that's when Goku went on to ask, "What is that?" "Well, this was certainly an unexpected visit," Whis chimes in. "Now I wonder why he's here. He must have been watching and studying Goku. I'm almost sure of it," as a voice out of nowhere from that point on had gone to address Goku by telling him, "You should honestly quit now while you're still able to, Saiyan. You'd be dreaming if you believe you'd ever be able to beat me in battle, and it will only ever just be that, a dream." As with Goku now being curious and finding out as to where this voice was coming from, it was only now to Goku's disbelief where he had now come face to face once again with none other than Budo. As with Budo now shown carefully observing, that's when Budo went on to address Goku by telling him, "I was rather curious to learn more about who and what you are, so it wasn't hard for me to track you down and find you here. I see Whis was responsible for bringing you into this realm to train. Hoping to polish your skills before engaging me, are you?" Budo asks. "You will never reach my level of power, even if you were given 1,000,000 years to try." It's you," Goku says. "What are you doing here? How long were you here for?" "You don't get to ask the questions when I'm around, Saiyan. None of that matters, because the only question that does is what you seek." "What exactly do you hope to accomplish by fighting us?" Budo asks. How did he just... Man, you're fast," Goku says. "I'm just trying to become the strongest that I can possibly be. I'm not looking to..." "Yeah, but why?" Budo went on to cut in. "Why are you looking to become stronger? What's your motive? What are your reasons?" Budo asks. "Is it to take one of our places? Is it to become some god of destruction? What's your true reason?" Budo asks. "Well, I certainly don't have any intention on becoming some kind of god of destruction," Goku responds, "and I don't want to take anyone away from where they are, so I guess my one and only true reason is to know that I'm the best," Goku says, "that I'm able to fight against the strongest warriors alive and still be able to win." But even now, while having this conversation with Budo, Dranola was then shown quickly making his way right towards Goku, with the only other individual having to notice this was in fact Budo, as Budo went on to respond, "Well, what good is there something to brag about if you don't take up the position of having some kind of title? Unless you just want to be referred to as the strongest, which you certainly won't be." In which that was when Goku had gone to realize that Dranola had just made his way towards them, as Goku went on to shout, "Oh no, it's eyes on me, Saiyan," Budo went on to respond. "He is not important in the moment. What's important is what's in front of you." As to Goku's horrifying surprise, with Budo being shown having to smack Dranola once with his tail, this was enough in not only being shown knocking the fusion out into the distance, but Budo's singular tail strike was in fact strong enough in separating their fusion, as even Goku himself had gone to recognize this by responding, "Whoa, he just smacked them with his tail and just separated their fusion like it was nothing. Unbelievable." Surprised, Budo asks. "That wasn't even worth me flinching. Now back to you. I actually know more about you than you think. Akuma and Takeda have shown me more than enough, so tell me, how do you think you will prepare for me?" Budo asks. "You do understand that my abilities far outscale yours, don't you? I can morph myself into anything I choose to. Anything," Budo says, "including those whom you love. Your only saving grace against me, if you can even call it that, is your fancy little Ultra Instinct. But tell me, do you think I'm unaware there, do you think that this power of yours is new to me? Well, it's not, Budo angrily says. I faced off against those who carried this power, so I'm already well aware of what it can do. So just because I don't have it doesn't mean that I don't know about all its little secrets and tricks. I never faced a Saiyan before in all my time, so you will be the first, which makes me wonder, what makes you so special, Budo asks. What do you know that we don't already know? What could you possibly show us that we haven't already seen? These are questions that I await to have answered once we fight, Goku, so be warned. But I am rather curious about you, creature. As Budo now begins to walk around Goku, he then went on to continue, you and your nearly extinct race of warriors. For a Saiyan such as yourself to have such privilege in befriending the gods along with making friends with the Omni King is quite remarkable. It's what makes me want to learn more about you before I crush you in our fight, Budo adds. I've seen a great deal of things in my time and have battled against the greatest and most dangerous of opponents, but you don't appear to be so great or dangerous to me, yet you want to somehow be the strongest without taking any titles. I know much about your history and all of your battles, creature, which is why you are here, isn't it, Budo asks. You are indeed a skilled little man, but we are far more skilled than you could ever possibly hope to be, even through your training here. Do you honestly think that any one of us will have the need or desire to swap in and out against you? I will be as far as you go and you will fail. Not many are able to say that they have acquired the power that you currently wield, but not many can say that they used it to beat us with either. I am curious as to what you are hiding, Saiyan, and I came here to find out for myself before we engage, Budo says. I don't buy into your sense of self-gratification through wanting to know if you can keep up with the mightiest or not. I think there is more to it, he says. One way or another, I will have my answers, and so I propose an opportunity for you to get the answers that you are looking for, he says. An opportunity, huh? And what opportunity are you looking to give me, Goku asks, with Budo responding, I want you to hit me using everything you have. I don't want you to pull any punches on me, so I want you to give it everything you possibly have and hit me with all you have. But be warned, Budo says, that this will be your one and only opportunity. It'll be your power and speed against my fighting prowess and reaction. I want to see if you are worthy of taking seriously. One strike, one opportunity, Budo says. Make it count. To where as soon as Goku was then shown getting into fighting position, that's when Goku went on to ask, a freebie, huh? So, you want to gauge my power, right? Well, I'll be glad to show you exactly what you're in for once we fight. You ready, Goku asks? Now just stay right where you are, with Budo responding, I'm ready. Do your worst, Saiyan. As in the meantime, with Whis now having to look on over towards his clock, that's when Whis went on to respond, oh dear, time's almost up, he says. I hope you take in everything that's about to happen right now, Goku. You will likely not get an opportunity like this again. Study him and watch closely, Whis adds, as we only from there see how mastered Ultra Instinct Goku was shown having to dash directly towards Budo with a fearsome punch. Goku from there had proceeded in making contact with Budo as Budo went on to catch Goku's punch, as it only now appears as though Budo was not fazed by this in the slightest, as we also then see how a gigantic force of energy was then shown emanating from behind Budo, and going as far as to basically represent the sheer amount of power that Goku was using that he had placed into this one strike, as with even Whis being shown having to quickly leap out of the way, that's when Whis went on to comment, oh, and there they go. Well, this doesn't look good, as Budo went on to respond to Goku by telling him there's no possible way. Was that all, with Goku responding, what? What do you mean? That was quite honestly pitiful, Budo went on to tell Goku. Look at you. You don't have any control over yourself, now do you? That would be considered impressive for any other ordinary warrior, but I'm no ordinary warrior, Goku. As with Budo now being shown yanking Goku's around almost as though he is a child, that's when Budo went on to continue. What do you expect to do once we fight, Saiyan? You want to go toe-to-toe against the strongest mortals in the multiverse, but you lack the power power to keep up. Is this what you're going to bring to the table on the day of our battle? Budo asks. This? How tragic. With Goku responding, I can't break free from his grip. How are you able to pull and yank me around like that? I can't move. I'm stuck, Goku says. As we only then see how Budo had managed to release Goku, that's when he went on to tell him, you truly are ballsy for such a tiny little Saiyan, but I basically got all I needed from you with that strike of yours. I'm disappointed, Budo adds. Watch closely now, Budo says. My turn, Saiyan. Wait, what? Goku asks, but then, before Goku could even form a reaction, Budo was already almost face to face with Goku and winding up for a punch of his own, as it almost appeared as though time itself had stopped around Goku, as Goku went on to respond, what is this? He's so fast, I can't even, there's no way, gah! As it was only within that very moment where Budo had gone in creating such a powerful shockwave with his fist in stopping dead set right in front of Goku's face, that the amount of force behind it itself had gone in destroying every single planet within that given solar system. As with Goku being absolutely shocked as to what he had just seen, that's when Goku went on to respond, what in the world? He stopped. He could have knocked my head clean off, but he stopped. What mind-blowing speed and power. I can't believe this. Look at that, Goku adds. The force of his punch just destroyed every single planet and moon around our solar system. The difference is quite clear, isn't it, Goku? Our speed, our power, our sense of reaction and timing couldn't be more different, Budo says. And in case you were wondering, here are the answers you've been looking for. Well, that was certainly an intense moment from the both of you, Whis went on to add on. Whis, I just... Are you starting to see? Whis went on to question, with Goku responding, how did he... It felt like time itself was standing still. I wasn't even able to follow his movements. One moment I saw him move, and the next thing you know, he nearly struck me, but stopped. How could someone who isn't an angel be that fast? With Budo being shown smiling and responding, you are doomed, Saiyan. See you real soon, Goku. Whis, I bid you a farewell, Budo adds. It was an honor, Budo, Whis responds. As with Budo now being shown dematerializing and now going back to his own dimension, that's when Whis went on to comment, calm your nerves, Goku. I can see that your body is still shaking from that encounter. There's no way I'll be able to compete against something like that, Goku went on to add. At least not like this. I knew these guys were going to be strong, but I never would have imagined for them to be like this. Budo could have annihilated me right then and there if he really wanted to. I've got to find a way to match him somehow, with Whis responding, I have no doubt that your heart is in the right place, Goku, but if you truly are looking to go through with this, then you'll have to make that commitment and see things through, he says. It won't be easy, as I'm sure you are already beginning to see, but the payoff will be worth the sacrifice, especially now since you don't really have much of a choice anyway. Ho ho ho. But there is still much for us to do, Goku. Besides, with what I saw earlier, I think the signs of great things are already there right in front of you, Whis says. What exactly do you mean, Whis? I'll explain it to you later, Whis went on to respond, but come, we'll head back to Lord Beerus' planet for a brief intermission before we resume your training. Your usage of Ultra Instinct seems to be improving more and more, but we'll need to amplify that a bit later on in order to get the results that we want to achieve. Do you think it could be done within the year that I have, Whis? If you devote everything in your very nature into mastering your own potential in becoming everything you wish to become, then yes, Whis went on to respond, but the road that leads you down this path will be a very grueling and painful one. It will be unlike anything you have ever experienced before. And who knows, Whis says, maybe if you play your cards right, you might even reach the level of the current angels or beyond. respond. Oh, wait, hold on, Goku says. You mean I could become just as strong or even stronger than you, Whis? Is that even possible right now? With Whis responding, well, anything is possible if you simply want to work for it, Goku. Is it possible for you to reach my current level or maybe even surpass me one day? Maybe. You are a gifted and driven warrior, Whis says, but only time will tell. Maybe you'll reach my angelic level or maybe you'll fall short and still be weaker. Maybe you can defeat the top 5 strongest in battle or maybe you will be destroyed by them. Only time will tell, and only your devotion will prove whether or not you have what it takes to make a difference. You still have some time, but not enough of it, I'm afraid. Though you are much weaker now, I have no doubt that you will improve well enough to fight when the day comes, Whis says. To whereas we now
This is a
see
fan
how both
manga,
Whis and Goku
Dragon
had
Ball.
stepped through the portal and
Beyond
now
Dragon Ball
arriving on
Super, the
Beerus'
entire story of the
planet.
top
That's
5
when we want to
strongest warriors in the
continue. Though I
multiverse.
am rather curious about one thing, but we'll get into that a little
YouTuber's
later
name is
on. I
Unreal
want to
Endgame.
see if we can run an experiment to see if it'll work, with Goku asking, an experiment? Like, what exactly, Whis? Are we going to go back to that realm again? That fusion between Jiren and Granola was insanely powerful.
Dragon Ball
Well,
Breakers, waiting
yes
for
and no,
next match.
Whis responds. We'll go back to that
Servers
realm
are not
another
looking good
day,
right
but
now.
from what it looks like, Lord Beerus
My
hasn't
switch
let
over
up
to
on
Xenoverse.
helping Vegeta improve either. To whereas Beerus was then shown keeping close enough track and paying attention as to how many push-ups Vegeta was doing, it was only during this moment where Beerus went on to comment, "That's right, Saiyan, keep it going. If you want to represent me, then you must look the part in every possible way," Beerus shouts. And remember what I said, no Ultra Ego. Your evolved Super Saiyan Blue form is as far as you'll go to complete this little task. Now hurry up, Beerus shouts. We still have 4 billion to go. As Whis went on to respond, "Greetings, Lord Beerus. We are back from our first training session. It was quite the sight to see," he adds. "Sorry to interrupt," Whis adds, "but we're only making a pit stop here," with Beerus responding, "What do you mean pit stop, Whis? If you're just going to suddenly walk in like that, then you might as well get your boy and have at it and get to work," he shouts. "But Lord Beerus, I don't think me and Whis have concluded our training for the day," Goku says. "Oh no you don't, Goku. You aren't getting out of this one that easy. Now go right there," Beerus shouts. "If Vegeta's hard at work, then you will do the same. Now hurry up and put that weighted suit on him, Whis. I want to see which one of these two can do the most push-ups." With the two deities being shown having to patiently and very carefully observe, that's when Whis went on to tell Beerus, "Well, I must admit, Lord Beerus, this little contest of yours in wanting to see which one of these two would be able to outdo the other is rather close. I think Goku is just about to win this one," he says. "Wouldn't you say? That's because he's using Ultra Instinct, whereas Vegeta is only using his evolved Super Saiyan Blue form, so technically, Goku's cheating," Beerus adds, "but it doesn't matter. I'm sure that even with Ultra Instinct, Vegeta will still push through and win." Speaking of, what does your push-up indicator say? With both of them having to be shown pulling out their indicators with Whis responding, "Well, it's still climbing, Lord Beerus, so it's rather difficult to say within the moment, but we did agree to 1 million, didn't we?" With Beerus responding, "We did. Now, what does your number say?" With Whis responding, "Well, currently at the moment, it looks as though all Goku needs is 2 more and he will win this contest, my lord." As we only from there take a look at seeing as to how both Goku and Vegeta are doing inverted push-ups with weighted suits, as with Goku only now needing 2 more push-ups to win, that's when Goku went on to comment, "All right, come on, only 2 more push-ups to go. Come on, Goku, you're about to lose to me again. Vegeta, just 2 more." With Vegeta responding, "Shut your mouth, Kakarot. I won't lose to you in this again. Just watch." "Only 2, Beerus asks? And Vegeta needs 3, 2, yes. Vegeta actually has 2 more to go as well, Whis." To where in a state of panic after now having to realize that Vegeta just might lose to Goku, that's when Beerus went on to say to himself, "Oh, this is ridiculous. How is Goku still ahead of Vegeta when he came back from training with Whis? I'm not going to stand for this, not by a long shot, stupid Goku." Hey, Vegeta shouts, "There's just 1 more left, Lord Beerus, and I will beat Kakarot. As even with Whis now having to overhear this and them beginning to laugh, that's when Whis went on to respond, "Tick-tock, Lord Beerus, ho ho." Though I am very happy to see that even without taking any breaks, Goku is still willing to push himself regardless of the outcome done onto his body. Impressive, Whis adds. Well, I guess coming here wasn't all that bad after all, he chimes in. At least now this will give him more of a reason to train against the 5 strongest by going and completing these exercises in between sparring matches. Good, Whis says. Hurry now, Goku, just one more left, Whis shouts. As even with Whis having to mention this out loud, a panicked Beerus went on to say to himself, "Curse that idiot! I will not have Goku and Whis embarrass me." "Oh no," Beerus shouts. "Hey Whis, I don't seem to be feeling well. Gosh, is it something in the air? My nose, it's, Are you okay, Lord Beerus?" Whis asks. "I don't think I can, achoo," Beerus shouts. As coincidentally enough with Beerus being shown having to fire off a blast that ironically enough had landed right in front of Goku, this itself had caused Goku in not realizing as to what the heck was going on, as Whis went on to shout, "Lord Beerus!" "Yes, and that does it," Beerus responds, "and there it is, 1 million! You failed, Goku, and your winner, Vegeta!" As with Goku now being shown on the ground in not understanding as to what had just happened, that's when Goku went on to ask, "Hey, wait a minute, what just happened?" 1 million, Vegeta says. "It's over, Kakarot." And Whis was not having it, as Whis from there went on to tell Beerus, "Of all the things, Lord Beerus, I can't believe you just did that, only to boast your ego. Seriously now? Oh, I'm sorry, Whis, I must have had a case of bad allergies or something, but look, did Vegeta just win?" Beerus puts into question. "I think he did, didn't he? Well, that settles it. What an unexpected turn of events." But it didn't stop there, because now Goku and Vegeta were beginning to argue, as Goku went on to address Vegeta by telling him, "Hey, wait a minute, that's not fair, you cheated. Lord Beerus threw me off. You snooze, you lose, Kakarot. You should already as to why you lost. You do know that I saw what you did out there, right?" Whis asks. "That wasn't very sportsmanlike, Lord Beerus," with Beerus responding, "You saw nothing. I have no idea what you're talking about, Whis." Whereas we only then go back to Goku and Vegeta.
Pretty high level team. Short's a little too short there.
I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
Oh no! Thanks.
Flying Nimbus!
You found a power key. Go slot it. Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
Let me go find that BQ.
That's a new power key.
never mind.
Place it now.
You saw this, I'll go to D&E. just want one more key.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Where the fuck is this? It's not in there.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
What's the big idea? Thought I was a goner there.
Probably have to fight now.
The startup system for the super time machine is ready. Head there now.
Holy hell. Ow! You're done! Ah!
Save me, bro. Come on.
I owe you one.
Expect my lead.
Flying Nimbus!
Looking for a vending machine right now. Sort of.
Welcome. Close.
Should win this by time machine.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Flying Nimbus!
Fortunately, I was a sacrifice. Still got it. A little bit.
That's when Vegeta went on to address Goku by telling him, and to top it all off, I beat you while suppressing my Ultra Ego transformation against you. Ha, tough cookie, Kakarot. Take the L, with Goku responding, says the guy who's been blowing up rocks all day. I was out there battling against some of the strongest enemies of our past, and I was still able to keep up and leap right by you. Oh, that's rich coming from the idiot who wanted to call out the top 5 strongest warriors in the entire multiverse, only to get himself killed in the process once he fights them, Vegeta responds. You lost regardless of what Lord Beerus did. Well, I want to watch you try to do what I did and still have the energy to do 1 million push-ups with weights on, Vegeta. Your side cheated. Well, would you look at that, Whis? The Saiyan primates are arguing again. But something seemed to have struck Whis as Beerus went on to make this comment, as Whis went on to respond, wait a second, this just gave me a very interesting idea. As all the while in the meantime, during these events in Universe 6, we only then take a look at seeing as to how Hit was finishing one of his missions, and from that point on being shown having to acknowledge the overall situation by responding, did he really think this was going to end in his favor? What a fool. He should have known better than to try and lie to an assassin. My mission here is complete, Hit says. Now for the gem, and as soon as Hit was shown picking this exact gem up, that's when Hit went on to continue. This better have been worth the trouble, but something feels off, Hit says. I can feel it in the air, almost as though I am being watched from the shadows. There's no point in lurking around, Hit shouts. I can sense your aura emanating through the forests. And I know you're not alone. I recognize your energy from somewhere. Come out and show yourself, Hit says. In which only from that point on do we then see how in fact Hit was right, as Frieza had emerged from the forest and having to tell Hit, well, you certainly are just as sharp as I remembered you being, assassin. It's been a very long time now, hasn't it? How unfortunate that you and I never had the opportunity to battle during the Tournament of Power. I guess fate intended for us to walk down different paths, didn't it? It sure wasn't easy finding you in this universe, Frieza continues, but thankfully I was able to get a few people to talk, and now I finally found you. Are you surprised to see me? I came here because I wanted to talk to you about something, with Hit having to turn his head and responding, it's you. You don't belong here in the 6th, so what is the meaning of your arrival here? You have no business being here, and I have no time to be wasting on you. Now, what did you come here for, Hit asks. Oh, don't worry, assassin. I don't intend to stay in this universe any longer than I have to. I came here because I wanted to offer you a business proposition, Frieza says. You are indeed very skilled, and as such, I wanted to hire you for your services in exchange for something very valuable that I believe only you can obtain for me. In exchange, Frieza says, I was told that you were in search for something very rare yourself, so I think we can work something out, with Hit responding, I see. Go on then, what could you possibly hope to obtain that only I am able to retrieve for you? Well, as I'm sure you already know, during the Tournament of Power, 2 of your Saiyan teammates, Kale and Caulifla, were given a very special item to use that merged their bodies into one. And therefore, I know that such rare and useful earrings such as those given are not so easy to come by, but this is where you come in, Frieza says. I assume that these items cannot be easily obtained, but I promise that your reward for such things will be great indeed. Tempting, Hit responds, but how do I know you aren't going to betray me in the process? I know your kind all too well, and I know that for a fact that you are not to be trusted. And as for your payment, Hit continues, what could you possibly give me in exchange of what you seek to get out of my services? Oh, come now, Frieza responds. Surely you would have to put more faith into me in order for us to form this partnership, right? What I seek are a pair of those Potara earrings. And as for your payment, well, it surely wouldn't be in the form of money, but something much better, Frieza says. And what could you possibly want to do with those Potara earrings, Hit asks. I know you aren't alone either. You can come out now, Hit shouts, as we only then see how in fact Cooler had emerged from the forest. It was only after Cooler had now made his presence known where Cooler went on to chime in by responding, so you're the legendary assassin that I've heard so much about, are you? My brother here says that you are quite the deadly warrior, but yes, the Potara earrings are what we are looking to obtain. Now as to why? Well, we just want to study them a little more for research purposes, Cooler says. So as you can see, Frieza adds, we are in quite the hurry to obtain and study these so-called fusion earrings, and I am very much well prepared to pay the right price in exchange to see these through, he says. I have no intention to betray you, assassin. Business is business after all, and thus should remain as such. So what do you say, Frieza asks? Do we have a deal? Collecting a pair of Potara earrings isn't as easy as one may think, Hit says. So before I consider your offer, what is it that you are looking to reward me with in exchange, he asks. What could you possibly have that would be of interest to me? With Cooler chiming in, your payment in fact is actually here with us right now. Indeed, Frieza chimes in, as my brother said, your reward for obtaining the Potara earrings which we seek is right over there beyond that tree line there. An individual that goes by the name of Zuno was kind enough in letting us know the one thing you've been itching to get your hands on for a very long time. Look there, my friend. This is what awaits you once those Potara earrings are in our possession, Frieza says. Does it look familiar to you? The Universe Traveling Cube, Frieza adds. And it'll be all yours once the mission is seen through until the very end, with Hit being surprised by responding, impossible. How did you manage to get your hands on one of those? Judging from his reaction, Cooler adds, I think he's very well interested on what we have to offer him. We promise to make it all worth your time, Assassin, Frieza says. Surely we didn't come to pick a fight with you, but only to show you something that we believe is of much interest to you. So with that out of the way, do we have a deal, my friend? As all the while as this was happening, over back on Beerus' planet, we then see how both Goku and Vegeta were beginning to remove the weighted suits off of their body. It was only then from that point on where Whis was shown having to approach Goku and Vegeta by telling them, well then you two, now that we are back to our regularly scheduled routine, I am quite impressed to see how far the both of you have come within such a short amount of time. Though there was one thing I was rather curious about that I would love to further experiment with right now. Well, I hope it has something to do with giving Kakarot a brain, Vegeta adds. Funny, Goku responds. I actually hope it has something to do with stopping you from cheating, since of course it's the only other way you are able to keep up with me after all. Well, actually, Whis chimes in, this isn't really going to involve Vegeta, but instead, it's solely going to be focused with you. With me, Goku asks, well, what exactly?
Kakarot, how you doing? This is our third match. We got one win, one loss.
Can you hear me?
Flying
Nimbus! I've set a super time machine, as well as a crate of supplies. Here's how to launch. Find the power keys, then place them in the right spots.
This guy's coming here.
An ally needs your help. We don't know what danger awaits. Think before rushing in.
Man went straight to deep.
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
Calm yourself, Broly.
Thank you.
Down 2 players already. Not looking good.
Flying Nimbus! Calm yourself, Broly.
You found a power key. Go slot it.
Gonna camp those guys' bodies.
I need help.
Calm yourself. Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies. This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution if you're going to help them.
And we lost another person. This match is right off, so.
Calm yourself, Broly. Perfect!
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
Calm yourself, Broly.
Hey, great! You found another power key. Use it quick.
What?
That's a new power key. Place it now.
I need help!
Looks like after I get that Dragon Ball,
You're
we'll
a
have
big
6.
help!
If we jump them properly, we might be able to win.
Excellent. At long last.
No one's planting this.
Calm
Yuki.
yourself, Broly.
I don't want to see them while I'm in the open, you know.
Calm yourself, Broly.
Trying to get one of these guys to come get the ball.
Calm yourself, Broly. Calm yourself,
2 level
Broly.
3s. I need one more cube to get my level 3.
Flying Nimbus! Calm yourself, Broly.
Need one more Dragon Ball. This person found the last ball.
Calm yourself, Broly.
Great! You know what to do with that key.
Excellent.
Hey,
Bro, I
great.
swear to God, this is what I did not want to happen, man.
Use it quick.
Oh, man. I've arrived at last.
Got lucky. Yuki's almost set.
Calm yourself, Broly.
Got all 7 Dragon Balls.
You've got all 7 Dragon Balls. Summon Shenron at the altar.
It's on me.
Perfect.
Biggest fish to fry.
Now, state your wish. I shall grant you any wish that you
Yeah,
desire.
it got KO'd, bro.
Consider it done.
Perfect! At long last. Calm yourself, Broly. Stay calm. Stay calm. Here comes the pain! Yourself, Broly.
Drinks though. Destroyed. Oh my gosh, bro, I need my drink.
The startup system for the Super Time Machine is ready. Head there now.
Soda's got destroyed.
The startup system is under attack. Stop it if you can, but
Level
retreat if you
four
need
is still
to. Got it? The startup system's under attack. It's dangerous, so tread carefully if you want to get closer.
I owe you one.
No, it's a level 4.
Flying Nimbus!
What happened to level 4?
This is bad. Somebody's down. Exercise extreme caution
Oh,
if you're
but
going
there
to
you're
help.
nothing. Take a beat.
I'll send some supplies to help. Make good use of them.
Oh, I'm the only one in the dragon team.
Here comes the pain!
I'm sick of Broly, dog. Honestly, I'm sick of it. So annoying.
I
Not
sent you a
even
super
funny.
transfer. Use it to hold the enemy back.
A monster! No. I'm the devil himself!
Let me try, guys.
Finished already.
What you can do is overpower.
Finished already. A monster! No. I'm the devil himself!
I'm in trouble! That was too close.
Here's a little something.
Oh no!
Here's a little something for you. Step forward, and I will send
This
you
is
to
not
your
good.
grave.
Just them two left. I don't know if they're gonna win.
Finished already. sons of pain! Say goodbye! Oh! Let's go!
The escape time machine's almost prepped. You need to head for the beacon that's indicated by a blue
I'm
line.
close.
Ally down! If you intend to rescue them, watch out for enemies.
A monster! No. I'm the devil himself! Finished already?
Oh,
Finished already? Finished already? Finished already? Finished already? Finished already?
Well, guys,
A monster!
I'm gonna go cook myself some dinner, run into the store,
devil himself!
and I'll stream again later tonight. If you're new here, give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later, because we're basically done. This guy's dead. So yeah, it's 7 o'clock right now for me, so I'll be back in like 3 hours. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching.